What's good? What's good? What's good? Insta Lively. So I'm gonna be doing an open-ended Q&A today. We're just gonna be. I'm gonna take questions from absolutely anyone. It can be men, women, kids, anyone. Absolutely any questions. So until I get questions, I'm gonna start just like by answering one of the most commonly asked questions to me. Okay, hi everyone. I'm gonna start answering what's always asked me. So I've got a lot of okay, so for all of you who don't know, I am a fitness YouTuber. I run a very India-specific fitness YouTube channel. It's primarily I take up topics that concern only Indians and things like that. So basically, I have a lot of vegetarian subscribers because of it being an India-specific channel, and a bunch of them ask me, what vegetarian diet they can take up so that they can lose weight. I'm actually gonna make a detailed video on this, but these are the basics. So what I've seen from like my experience with clients and like just generally, vegetarians in our country they have a very big affinity towards sugar and sweets in general. So that's the first thing you guys need to give up. That's a general rule for any human being, because sugar isn't meant to be in your body. Sugar is what makes you fat. So first, give up sugar. Second, vegetarian junk food. Okay, the reason non-vegetarian junk food is better than vegetarian junk food is because you're getting some amount of nutrition from that non-veg. You're getting that little bit of protein. But the vegetarian junk food, okay, what is vegetarian junk food? So in India, it's pav bhaji or chaat, sev puri, things like that. It's basically just fried carbohydrates. People are taking maida, people are taking batters, frying them, putting potatoes on top of that, and just topping it with a bit of onion. So the only nutrition you're getting a bit is, that's only from the onion. So that's why non-vegetarian junk food is slightly better than vegetarian junk food. So for vegetarians, you guys need to stay away from basically anything sweet, firstly, and you guys need to stay away from vegetarian junk food. The third thing vegetarians need to do is that you guys need to increase your overall protein intake. So I'm basically a YouTuber. So I release videos on Thursdays and Sundays. So I just released a video today, and it's for non-vegetarians primarily. I talk about how non-veg isn't as bad as India thinks it is. How often you hear someone saying, "Arey, tu itna non-veg khata hai, mota ho jayega," stuff like that. That's not actually true. A human being, even if you don't work out or even if you have no physical activity, you need about 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per kg of body weight. So if I'm a 70 kilo individual, I need at least 70 grams of protein. One egg is 6.5 grams. So I need close to 10 or 11 eggs to just fulfill my daily protein requirement. Now, which Indian, actually has 10 or 11 eggs every day? Even though as humans, we should be having 10 or 11 eggs. That's where we fall back when compared to like the West. People in the West are eating a lot more protein, and that's why they're healthier people. I'm not talking about USA, I'm talking about just Europe specifically. Europeans are some of the healthiest people in the world because their diets are on point. Very little carbohydrate, and primarily the focus is on the protein and salads. You guys hear about how Mediterranean diets are really healthy? That's because Mediterranean diets are focused on the protein and the side is just a salad. Okay, either way guys, if you guys are watching this and you haven't followed me yet on Insta Lively, make sure you all do. So I'm basically just taking questions from you guys. Anyone with absolutely any questions, feel free to hit me up. Adhyat Verma, any questions? Hi, what's up? So Adhyat joins for all our live streams. Either way, any questions, guys? If you guys aren't gonna hit me up with questions, I'm just gonna keep yapping. Okay, so the other thing. Okay, let's coming back to weight loss generally. Let's talk about what the best form of exercise is. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm a lifter. I promote weight training in general for all human beings. I talk about it in a bunch of my other videos. Even in my other live stream, that's primarily what I spoke about how weight training is like the best possible physical activity for a human being. But in our country, unfortunately, the weight training culture isn't that great. In gyms, there's like a lack of seriously good trainers in India. So that's actually those bad trainers actually spreading bad knowledge. That's the push behind starting BeerBiceps. I want to spread like legitimate knowledge which can actually help people I've put up like workout videos, everything. So I'm basically like your online trainer. Okay, so Adit is asking me which protein shake to drink. Okay, so the deal with protein shakes is that they only work if you use them long term. I've made a video on protein shakes, so make sure you check that out. But protein shakes work only if you use them long term. I get asked a lot, dude, which protein shake should I use and all. I always recommend that more than, okay, so there should be two things you should look out for. One is that it should be a reputed brand. So the two most reputed brands in India, unfortunately, they're not local brands. They're international brands. One of them is Optimum Nutrition, and the other one is Ultimate Nutrition. So my favorite is Ultimate Nutrition because it tastes awesome, and these two are really reputed. But they're not expensive, but they're not cheap either. They're just like, medium range. And if you are considering protein shakes, which I feel like everyone should consider, every human being should actually consider taking protein shakes, you should look at it as a long-term thing. So long-term, don't spend money on expensive protein shakes. Just buy something that you can, that's reasonably priced, that you can buy again and again every 3 months. That's why I recommend Ultimate Nutrition, very reasonably priced. Okay, so someone's asking, what about protein bars? So protein bars are good because they have some amount of, it depends completely on the bar. I don't know about the brands, but if you're trying to figure it out for yourself, turn the bar around and read the nutrition of it. So you need to see the calories, you need to see how much protein is in that bar, you need to see the carbohydrates, very important. And most important is that you need to see the amount of sugar. So you need to figure out that for protein bars. Don't just jump on that protein bar bandwagon. And honestly, I feel that you should get your protein from whole foods and not something packaged like a protein bar. I know whey protein is packaged, but whey protein, there's a bunch of other reasons why you should be taking it. Okay, so someone's asking me, what do you mean by long-term use? That's a very good question. So I promote the thought that, gymming, weight training, and all this, having a high protein diet should be a lifestyle thing and not just like, something you do to build a body. So it should be like getting up in the morning, having a bath, going to the gym. That's how it should be. Every single day of your life, you should have some amount of physical activity. Okay, that's very, very important for like long-term health. Protein shakes, using protein shakes is a long-term thing according to me, because it drastically changes like how you perform in the gym and things like that. Okay, someone's asking me cardio while bulking. Definitely, in my experience, okay, I did a dirty bulk where I didn't actually do much cardio. I just ate whatever I wanted, but I did heavy weight training. I bulked up, it was good. But the moment I started actually incorporating cardio as a part of my routine, all my lifts went up. So what happens is in cardio, you're working your heart. Your blood is getting pumped all over your body, and basically your muscles are getting more oxygen. So that helps them perform better. They recover much better. Things like that. So basically cardio is important even if you're bulking. It's important if you're cutting, if you're bulking, whatever. You have to make cardio part of your routine. Okay, someone asking, how do I get a flat stomach? I've made a video called how to burn belly fat on my channel. So that's actually one of my most popular videos. So you guys should check that out. Basically, see, the thing is, you guys need to know one thing. You can't specifically target. Someone's also asking, what about thigh fat? Okay, so you can't target your arm fat or thigh fat or stomach fat. If your fat has to go, it'll go all over your body together. Okay, but what you can do is that so consider your belly fat. Inside your belly, there's like abs. Everyone's got abs. So what you can do is you can work towards building those abs and kind of bridge the gap between your fat layer and your muscle layer. So this is your muscle, this is your skin, okay, and this is your fat. So what's happening is when you're doing ab workouts, you're kind of growing your abs, okay, and if you do weight training, that'll help in burning off the fat. So there'll be a point where the two meet, and that's how you get a flat stomach, and that applies to like every body part that people are concerned about. How long does it take to get abs? So it depends completely. First, the most important thing about getting abs is genetics. So some people, are naturally skinny. Everyone has that one friend who's always been skinny. That's something called an ectomorph. For those kind of people, it's actually very easy. For people like me who put on weight, like I put on weight very easily. Like I'm very sensitive to carbohydrates and things like that. So people like me, it's really difficult to get abs, but you can do it with like a really clean diet. Okay, so someone's asking about, should I do cardio first or weight training first? So weight training is the focus of your training if you're into like serious muscle building and things like that. So you should always preserve all your energy to exert in on those dumbbells. So what I do is I do a 10-minute walk or something just before lifting, just to warm up my body, because I don't want to get injured. When your body is kind of warm, it's not as prone to injuries as it is otherwise. So I just do a bit of a 10-minute walk and then I hit the weights. Okay. So Arjun Singh is asking, I don't like going to the gym because I always get sore muscles. What do I do? Okay, so you've got a valid point. I get that, because a lot of people in India, this is one of their biggest reasons they don't go to gyms. Now, the issue. Okay, now the thing is, there's something called DOMS. Okay, delayed onset muscle syndrome. So when you're going to the gym and you're exerting your body, you're moving your body in ways that it's never moved before. So what's happening is it's kind of getting shocked, and your muscles are getting torn apart. So the recovery is what hurts. Okay, so there are actually ways to prevent muscle soreness. Like immediately after workout, if you take a cold shower, that helps, because you know when you get hurt, how you put ice on it, it's the same logic. You need to take a cold shower immediately after damaging your body that much. But in saying that, I'm actually one of those people who really looks forward to that soreness, because it means that your muscles are growing. So if you are sore, you should actually enjoy it, because you're becoming a stronger individual. Okay, someone's asking, how often should I work out or lift weights? Okay, so it again, that depends on your target, the kind of workout that you're doing, how good your fitness level is right now. So if you're bulking, if you're trying to put on weight, you need to give your body enough rest. So I'd say about 3 or 4 times a week is enough if you're trying to put on weight. If you're trying to burn off fat, and you're trying to, like, if you're like me, like I tend to put on fat easily. If you're an endomorph, you need to be working out, say, around 4 or 5 times a week with a bit of cardio, something like that. Like maybe 1 or 2 rest days max, not more than that. You should be exerting your body. Okay, any other questions, guys? I'm going to be signing off in like 3 minutes. I've actually answered quite a bit. Any other questions? Okay, if you guys aren't gonna give me any questions, I'm gonna talk about this question I get very often on the channel. People keep asking me if they should be using mass gainers. Okay, so basically, I'm very against mass gainers, because mass gainers are primarily high calorie and high carb protein shakes. Again, coming back to what I spoke about protein shakes, the most important thing is that you guys should be able to, spend a lot of money on it long term. So mass gainers are actually very expensive. That's one reason I'm against it. What it is, basically, one scoop has a lot of protein, but it has a lot of carbs and calories as well. So it's primarily meant for people who are trying to put on weight, and people put on weight through their calorie intake. So instead of spending that much money on mass gainers, just buy a regular protein shake and instead increase the amount of fat and carbs in your daily diet. Okay, now someone's asking me, is oil bad? Oily food? Okay, so that's a very open question. I mean, there's like a lot of answers to that. Again, that depends on your diet overall, like through the day, what you've eaten. So I eat, like one of my meals is super oily, like the meal I eat at night, because high fat meals kind of slow down your metabolism and help you sleep better. But again, that depends on your target. Like oily food, deep fried food is really bad, because what's more important than food being oily and not oily is that it depends heavily on what kind of oil is used. So there's something called saturated and unsaturated fats, and basically when you reheat oils, that's what makes it bad. So when you're going out, if you order anything deep fried in a restaurant, chances are that the oil that they're using is actually reheated, and reheated oil is really bad. So oily food outside the house, definitely it's horrible. Okay, inside the house, it depends. I'm not a big fan of deep fried food, but if you can fit it into your overall calorie intake for the day, then go ahead. Okay, someone's asking, is dosa healthy? No, because I talk about this in a bunch of other videos. It's one of the biggest misconceptions Indians have, that South Indian breakfasts are really healthy and they're awesome to lose weight. No, what are you getting from a dosa? It's basically rice flour which you're frying on a pan. You're getting oil and you're getting carbs and you're getting nothing else. It's just completely, it has zero nutrition. So very against dosas, but really good for post workouts. So as a breakfast option, no, because breakfast need you have to have protein. Okay, so hi Prerna saying hi. You like my channel? I like your soul. Hold on, what are the best? Okay, someone's asking, what are the best exercises for getting rid of muffin tops. Okay, so there's a bunch. I'm guessing you mean like the fat on the sides. So that we basically work our obliques. You take a dumbbell on either side of your body, and you know, just you kind of bend. I'm gonna make a video on that soon. So stay tuned and check out the workout series. Okay, now Prerna is asking, what about belly fat? I just spoke about this in this live stream. So when I put it up on YouTube, I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube soon. So check it out then. I've spoken about belly fat in detail, and I have a video on belly fat, which is one of my most popular videos. So make sure you go check that out. Okay guys, it's 15 minutes. So one last question. Is anyone going to be asking anything else? Okay, I'm waiting. I'm going to wait till like 16 minutes. The clock's at like 15:45. Someone's asking me to say their name. LOLboy69. Okay, so guys, if you guys don't have any more questions, I think I'll be signing off. It was awesome talking to you all. Go check out the rest of my videos. Make sure you follow me on Insta Lively. That'll make you subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks so much, guys. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys later. Okay, Adit Verma, what should I eat after workout? I've put up a video on that. Go check it out. You need to go see all my videos. You're asking me all these questions which I've already covered in my channel. So okay guys, I'll see you guys later. Okay, you guys are awesome.